Boston.
You got the captain band.
For one
so you
game,
you break down the huddle and everything like that, like on Ted Lasso?
A little speech.
Just little stuff.
Yeah,
A little speech.
You know?
Believe sign, hang the believe
That's
sign
it.
up.
Oh,
Hit it, boys.
Whatever
double
motivation
tap.
it takes, but we lost 1-0, so I guess I don't know. Guess it wasn't a good enough thought.
Was that like a cool feeling though? Like, was you like kind of dream of being like captain?
Yeah,
kind of like
no, it's for sure. Obviously, being a part of the national team in general has been a dream come true. Being the captain, another dream come true. I think I told this story like a little while ago on some interview, and I like vividly remember a time I was training I was in college in the off season, just training to go back to college or either before my first year in MLS. And I was like working out at the YMCA, local YMCA back home, Snellville, Georgia, Lawrenceville, Georgia. And I was on like the bike. I was doing like little triathlon type training for myself just to stay like really fit.
Yeah.
And so I was on the last thing. I was on the bike and I was like basically just doing some positive self-talk, you know, like grinding. I'm like, I don't even want to just be a part of the national team or the U20 national team. I want to be on the full national team. And I was like, I don't want to be on the full national team. I want to be the captain of the full national team. And remember like that moment of saying like, that's the standard that I want to set for myself, is like not just being there or being a part of it, but like being a key player, being a captain. And so like when I was the captain of that game, it really was like full circle. I went right back to that place and was like, man, all of the hard work, all of that suffering, like that's how you get to accomplish these kinds of dreams. And so again, we lost the game, which was a bummer, but I got to keep the band and gonna have that
lesson in visualization right there.
Yeah,
for all the youth, speak it into existence.
That law of attraction, man.
Yeah. So gonna have that band up in the room in the house.
Man cave.
Yeah, the man cave one day, and that'll be a good.
No, I love that, bro. Yeah. Because it always feels corny to talk about.
Yeah.
Because it's really just like you and yourself, and you're just coming up with all this shit. But no, that's dope. Yeah. That's cool that it kind of came full circle. And, it's definitely, it's not corny. You feel that way. You're sitting in front of a couple dudes. You're like, oh, this is like
vulnerability, bro.
Yeah, I know, vulnerability, dude.
Real. We're real here.
I like it.
I'm revitalized, by the way.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's
how do you balance MLS play with international play?
It's difficult. I would say normally if it's not World Cup qualifying, if it's just a friendly, I don't really think twice about it. Like you just come back from the camp, you're with all of one team, but you're excited to be back with your club team and vice versa. These qualifiers though have been different for me, like mentally. Like the first window, we had 3 games, 2 were on the road, 1 was at home. And I remember I didn't even play a minute. I came back to the team and I was exhausted in Nashville. Like mentally, I think you're so the importance of the games and like the responsibility that you feel of having to get results, like it does weigh on you a little bit and you don't realize it until like you finally get back and you're out of it. And then it's like you finally breathe and you're like, whoa, I'm exhausted. Like mentally that was a lot. And so I felt that. And then the second time around obviously played. So then you're like physically tired. I know at least in our case, Nashville, we got 5 days off during the international break. But like if you were on an international break, like with the national team, you didn't get any of the days off. So like everyone was at the beach, like in New York, like in Miami. It's just
we enjoyed those 5 days.
Yeah, it's like
we did.
CJ sending you photos. Like, hey, hope you're doing well, man.
No, you're looking on Instagram. All your boys are just like all over the country, like just freaking lounging, margaritas in hand, poolside, and you're like just on a bus to training, like a normal day. So that's where like you don't get that mental kind of tune up that after a long MLS season, like you need a couple breaks here and there to just like really, like it was probably great for everyone to get ready for like the last final push before playoffs.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're involved with national team, you don't get that, but never trade it for the world.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
What do you guys cling to talking about when you were talking about the lesson that he was given with the vulnerability and stuff like that? What do you guys cling to mentally? Because obviously athletes were training all the time physically, but what do you guys cling to mentally to help kind of keep you from whether you're in a tough mental spot or like overcoming something or just anything in general, being a professional soccer player?
Dude, that's Mr. Namaste.
Oh yeah, there, bro. For sure. Me, meditation and yoga. Yoga, obviously also for the mind, but just physical, keeping the body elastic. Obviously playing for 11 years, like I got to do everything I can to, keep giving me an edge over these younger cats coming in.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is the meditation And I think that comes in many different forms. It comes, when you're training and you need that extra push, to get the most out of your workout. The ability to do that on a consistent basis is not easy. It's something that has to be practiced. And I think you see with professional athletes, they're usually guys that mentally are strong. But I think if we can move to vulnerability in that space, then, you're going to make sure that you're in the right mindset, because we all know it doesn't last forever.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely heard of guys after soccer or any sport definitely struggle with, whether it's not, having value to the world, or, not having something to take their mind off of, the deep, dark shit that we all have in our heads, because we're human. So for me, meditation, just kind of increasing my own self-awareness, taking moments to just breathe, and be in silence has definitely helped me a lot.
No, that's good, man. I think, for me, a lot of it comes, I think, from a big faith background. So I think when I think about that and the impact it's had on my life and my career, it's like wanting to be the best version of yourself and utilize those gifts that you've been blessed with, like on and off the field. And so I think that kind of framework is a big part of, like, doing every rep in the gym, doing every rep outside on the field, like not cutting corners, because one, like, you want to be responsible with what you've been given, but then two, you want to be like, encouraging for your teammates to get the best out of them as well. And so I think we have a really good group in that regard of, like, guys are trying not to cut corners for the most part. You always have a couple cases here and there that you gotta get on a little bit, but it's good. It's a really good group, and I think that's kind of what has been a key to our success, is you got guys who take it seriously, like on an individual level, to do their work, but then you also have the guys, CJ included, who will, like, hold guys accountable to, even, for example, the other game, like, we started out in Cincinnati, we're playing the team. It's one of the bottom teams in the league. And we go down, 2-0, and guys are kind of yelling at each other on the pitch. And CJ's like, boys, like, just positive vibes, like hey, we'll be yelling at each other, like, we're a team here. Come on. And all of a sudden, like, 2 goals or however many goals he had later, and we win 6-3. And it's just like, you need guys who can understand situations and find the right balance of, like, feeling good pulse of the team. When's the right time to push? When's the right time to bring them together? And so I think, we do a really good job of that.
I hope you guys like this clip. If you want to continue to be for the boys, you need to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with a friend, and check out our playlist. We have all the links right here on the screen. As always, biggest of hugs and tiniest of kisses. Also, go check out the full episodes, but always for the boys.